I can remember Grandma Ina coming to our house, and she did all the ironing when she was there, and she drank hot water with cream in it for her drink, and she only had one tooth up above and one tooth below. And I always remember thinking, how in the world is she going to eat anything? So she mostly dipped her food in her hot water and, kind of sucked it down. And she was very short. She was only like about 4'8", I would say, maybe 4'10", I don't know. And as she aged, of course, she had osteoporosis. I'm sure she got real short. But she was just a very, very upbeat, happy person. She never complained that I remember. I mean, she was just very upbeat. She did all the work that my mom asked her to do, and with a smile. I mean, she would ask for where's the ironing? I can do that, and things like that. I mean, she was just very upbeat and easy to have around. And so, as I remember it, we enjoyed having her come. She was kind, and we talked some, but I don't remember really what we talked about. She accidentally cut her hand, her arm, or somehow she had a serious cut on her arm, and cut the blood vein that will kill you if it doesn't stop bleeding. And they went to the stove and got ashes and put into that cut. Eventually, it stopped it. And she had a obvious big scar there was very black. It was obvious that they had put something black in there. But apparently that happened to her, and I don't know how it happened. I don't remember if I ever knew.
Did you know them as a couple at all, or was
No.
Julian gone?
Oh, he was dead long before I was born. He was dead, I think he was dead right after my brother Jim was born. And he died of stomach cancer. And I don't even know how they detected things like that. I mean, I don't know how they knew for sure, but they said he died of stomach cancer. I do remember Grandma Ina talking about how she just did not like the boys all having their own car. She said that they would come home with their cars, and everybody would have a car in the driveway and in the yard, and so the whole yard was filled with old cars. And that's the only thing I remember her telling about, with having all those boys around. I mean, that's all I remember. Maybe if I could have talked about this 20 years ago, I would have some other memories, but I just don't have much anymore. Well, it was really tough, apparently. Well, I don't know how they did it, except that the story that I hear is it had to do with them being able to raise strawberries on that sandy soil, and they ultimately raised a lot of strawberries. They brought them into the local grocery store, and they traded them for food, and they didn't get all of the food right away. They had a credit for winter, so that they had a way of getting some things that way. And of course they canned everything. I mean, they had a food cellar, where you went down into the ground, and it was on soil. I mean, there was no floor, it was just dirt, and they had all of their fruit in rows. They had shelves, and I can remember going down there. Evelyn would say, go down and get some strawberries, and they had strawberry sauce, and I never liked strawberry sauce, but anyway, you'd go down and grab a quart of strawberries and bring up. And so they raised their food for winter. And I think my mother's family had to do the same. I mean, they all had to raise their food. They were all very poor, all of them.